Hello and welcome back to Alt Sex Talk, your channel of alternative sexuality. This is Master Taíno, and today we're going to be talking about straight men having sex with gay men. Interesting? Okay, first misconception. If you say you're straight and you have gay sex or you do anything with another man, immediately people will try to label you, oh, you're gay. And gay people in particularly will tell you, well, if you don't accept it, you are hiding, you are repressing. Well, I got some news. I don't think my experience with a lot of straight men is that straight men can have sex with other men without being gay or being bisexual. I make a difference between sexual orientation and sexual activity. Okay. First of all, if you heard my channel, my video on sexual repression, I talk a little bit about that. People internally want to explore their sexuality in many ways. Society is trying to push us to repress those feelings. So a lot of straight men are intrigued about exploring with other men for whatever reason. Could be a one-time thing, could be something that intrigues them a lot. And obviously, because of the same society issues, they have some problems in uh, acting on that because they're afraid of what other people will say. My experience with the straight men is that they definitely, for many reasons, they want to explore sexual activity with a gay man. Uh, Basically, there are two ways. One is just they want to explore sex. They want to know how that feels, because the man has some other parts that the female doesn't have, and they want to explore that. In words, they want to explore dick, and they want to explore anal sex. And that is those who just want to have the sex. In my community, the dominant, submissive, power exchange, etc., master slave, is a little more complicated because the straight men who are submissive, they want to explore with a dominant man for many different reasons. First of all, a lot of people doesn't know that submissive men, when they are with women, they are in the recipient end. The women are the one who penetrate them with a strap on. So straight men who are submissive are not strangers to anal sex. So that's the first one. Uh, Second, they are, especially because of society, I have many cases of straight men who say, I am dominant with my girlfriend, but I want to explore my submission with a man. Is that they have that sense that society put there that women are weak. And they're wrong about that, but that's what they said. So they at home with their girlfriends or wife spouses, they tend to be more dominant. But then they want to explore the submission with a gay man, with a dominant man, with an alpha man. Um, Other just is what they want. They feel that another man is more powerful, is more dominant, and they want to explore that. And they want to explore surrender. They want to explore to pretty much consent to be used in whatever ways they decided to be used. So that is the main reasons why they come. Um, this is not something new. I think that in my generation, there were a lot of straight guys who wanted to explore, but it was more difficult because there was no internet. So there were not good, safe venues for them to figure out how to explore their sexuality with other men. And they were afraid of the friends and the society, etc. That's changing with the millennials. What I have learned with the millennials, because I deal a lot with them. I like young people, so I mess with them. And the millennials, they are comfortable with who they are. They know they are straight, they like chicks. So they are more open to explore other things without putting that in jeopardy their own manhood or masculinity. Interesting thing that I also have noticed is that many of the guys who come to me, they try to label themselves. Well, I am a bi-curious, or I want to explore force bi. And the reason for that, that my guess is that they don't want to say, well, I'm straight, but I want to do this, because they think that then the gay man will reject them. Well, I don't want to have sex with a straight guy. You don't know how to do it. And after I talk with them about their girlfriend, their relationship, I come to the conclusion more often than not, hey, you're not bisexual, okay? You are straight, you like chicks. You're never going to have a relationship with another man. But you want to explore sexual activity with another man. That's fine. But that doesn't make you bisexual. And that doesn't affect the fact that you are heterosexual. And they kind of like that. They kind of like the fact that I do respect the fact that they are heterosexual. And that's perfectly okay. And that is where I begin to make that difference between sexual orientation and sexual activity. Sexual orientation is who you are attracted to, who you could develop an intimate romantic relationship. So if a straight man like females, like women, you're heterosexual. There's nothing that changed that. And gay men like men, they are gay. There's nothing was going to change that. There's some people that with pretty much equality, with the same degree, more or less, they like both. Okay, those are bisexual. And if you don't like any sex, there's some people, I don't understand why, but there's some people who don't like sex. Those are the asexual, who doesn't really need the sex. But that is who you are. And then there is, what do you do sexually? And that's another whole ball game. And then in your sexual activity, you could do whatever you want. And it doesn't have to match your sexual orientation. Meaning, if you're straight and you want to have sex with another man, be oral sex, be anal sex, recipient or giving, whatever, that is your choice. That doesn't affect who you are. And some people kind of question me, but how is that possible? Well, let me put my case the other way around. I'm gay. My life, I have had sex with women. That doesn't make me heterosexual or bisexual. Do I enjoy the sex that I had with women? Of course, because it's sex. But that doesn't make me heterosexual. I'm still a gay man. So why a straight guy who has occasional sex with a gay man is going to change or alter his heterosexuality? So that is the most important thing. So if you are straight and you feel that you need or want to explore for whatever reason with other guy, go for it. That doesn't will affect who you are, okay? The other thing I would like to bring with this is the repression. You hear me talking a lot about this. People who get married tend to begin to repress what they would like to do with other people, be BDSM, be kinky stuff, be submission, be men or whatever. And that's happened to a lot of married guys. And when they cannot control that anymore, then they begin to look behind the spouses or sometimes their girlfriends for what they need. That's not really a good thing. That's a recipe to be miserable when you have to be hiding the things that you like to do. So what I recommend to guys is, if you are already in a relationship and you don't know, you might be surprised, you think your wife or your girlfriend is not kinky, is not open enough, try to get her into a conversation. And there are many ways to establish a conversation. You could watch the 50 Shades of Grey, who is an awful movie, but at least could bring the topic, and you can start talking about that and see how she reacts. Or when you're having sex with her, spank her butt or something and see how she reacts. Maybe she like it, and you start talking about that. And then if you get her involved, then it's easier. If you need to do things outside your marriage, maybe it's easier for you to find that her approval. There's a lot of people who are in a relationship, and either or both have the openness to explore things with other people, or sometimes together. But when you have to be hiding to do the things that you need to do, that's bad. If you are young and you are not in a relationship, what I advise you is go out and explore everything you want to explore sex-wise. With men, woman, domination, submission, swinging, threesome, whatever, bondage, whatever. And after you explore everything that you want to explore, determine what of those things you want to continue doing. And then when you meet someone, then you say, okay, baby, this is what I'm all about. Do you agree with that? If you, there's some things that we may be able to do together, the other things I need to go out. And then if she agrees to that, bingo. Then you are in a relationship with a person you love, but with the license, the permission to go out and do the things, the other sexual things that you need. That's a perfect things to do. So that is very important. I I have seen, for example, when you see ads online, you see both things. You've seen people married. My wife is out of town. I need to do this. I need to be with another guy. I need to submit. I need to whatever. Hiding from the wife. And then you got other people who are, for example, a couple who want another guy who come to have sex with the wife while the husband watch. Or they want somebody, another couple, or have one woman or one man to go and play with them. Whatever they do it together. They do it consensually. They do it with knowledge of both of them. That's openness. And when there is honesty, there is nothing wrong about it. You're doing things openly, being together or being separately, but people know what the other is doing. So that is the most important thing that I recommend. Sexual repression is not good. If you want to explore, just go for it. So that's all for today. I hope this is a very interesting topic that you like. If you have questions, feel free to contact me. In my website, mastertaino.com, there is an essay that I wrote called Sexual Orientation versus Sexual Activity. Feel free to go there and read more details about what we spoke today. So don't forget to subscribe and ask questions, make comments, and I will see you next time.